everyone, welcome to another tutorial. My name is Janice and today we are going to learn how to revamp a logo design. By the way, today's video is made possible by Template Monster. Template Monster is an awesome marketplace for graphic and web designers alike. In Template Monster, you have a variety of website templates, themes, plugins, presentation templates, graphics, site builders, and not to mention various types of services for your business as well. There is a huge range of selection for everyone. So go to Template Monster via the link in my description below and pick up something for your next project today. So today we are going to learn how to revamp a logo design. This tutorial was made about 9 months ago, more or less, and I was trying to help a friend, her name is Fran-in-real-life, to revamp her logo design, and I've already asked her permission to record this video so I could help her to revamp her logo design. And her logo design looks like this. And she gave me a shout out in her Instagram, and obviously she seems really happy about the transformation of her logo from her previous logo design to what I've created for her. So today I'm going to show you how I revamp her logo right from the start, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So I'm here to just give her a little hand on her logo. The name of the logo is Bowl Wool, right? So I'm currently in Illustrator at the moment. Illustrator is my baby, okay? I've been using this like donkey years, okay, when I first started. But I know I've done a lot of like InDesign work. That's because that's for printables. But in terms like logo, art design, quote design, I usually use Illustrator because it's just easy to work with. Okay, back to this. So what Fran is currently using is Perpetua Tiling. Okay, I think it's one of the default fonts from your PC or your Mac, and she puts a little wall around here. That's nice touch as well. And I noticed that your text a little bit close together, so if you do space it out, it will be better. Oops. So we'll space it out, will be better, and it will look more sophisticated as well. Looks nice. Yeah, looks more sophisticated when you can put that little wall there. That's quite a nice touch. So you want to give your the text a meaning, right? So that's a play around with typography. I love typography. This is like play with words, and you use graphic to enhance that word itself. So that's why when you put that little icon in that word, it's just like it just pops up more. It's more than just a word now, It becomes more of a logo. It looks more of a logo now. So okay, that is Fran's. She prefers that. I'm going to do something which I have in mind for her. So if you want to take it, Fran, go ahead. If you don't want, that's fine as well. This is what I think it will be quite good for you. Now, she wants her brand, what she says here. I'm going with what she's saying, so that's why I'm not doing just because I think this is for her, but I'm just going with what she tells me, what she wants. So she says, my hope for my brand is to be fun, timeless, feminine, but not sexy. That's fine. Adventurous, exciting, and smart. Okay, so one of the fonts I love to use is using a sans serif font. The font that you currently see here is, the ones I'll just magnify a little bit closer. So fonts that has like strokes at the sides, at the bottom, we call that's a serif font. Serif font gives you more of a serious feel to your font. It also gives more of a sophisticated as well, yes, and it can be quite an old fonts. When they first started creating fonts, right, they started with a serif font, so it gives more of a domineering sort of feel towards the font. It talks about strength as well, you know, that's the feel of the serif font. But if you want for more of a fun sort of feel towards your font and you want it to be timeless, I would say using a sans serif font would be a good choice. So a sans serif font is something like this right now. That is this Futura. That's the Futura font. So it has no stroke, and it gives more of a timeless feel. Okay, so we'll just increase that. Okay, we'll change it as we go. I'm just writing all the words out first. Oops. And planners. I actually did this already. I'm just because I wanted to plan what I want to teach before I come on to the video. So okay, I know Bold World is your logo, but I'm just putting that planners out there. Okay, so the first one, bold, I think I'll choose a family of fonts that has different weight and stuff. Like what I mean is, like for example, Futura font is, I don't know whether it's one of the default fonts in your PC or not, but I'm just showing you there's different like weights at bold, heavy, light, medium and stuff. So that's why I quite like using Futura. So when you want to say bold, you make sure it gets make that the word bold, you know, you want to give a characteristic to your word, so it strengthens your it enhances that word. You understand what I'm saying? And for the world, maybe we'll give it a medium feel to it. So just see what we have here. Yep, I like this. And planners, we can maybe put it like really thin because you don't want that to stand out. Okay, so that could be like your it could be planners, could be quotes, it could be whatever that you are selling. So yep, we'll give it a light feel to it. Okay, so and you want something to stand out. You want your logo to stand out, and then one way is to direct your the viewer's eye to what you want them to see first. So this is a good way by increasing your text. And just let me just put my rulers out. So oops, I lose it again. Okay, use my rulers out. Okay, oops, just turn it on. So everything is aligned to your text. So I'll just increase it. And maybe this, I'll decrease it like really small, but I'll increase the leading. The leading is the space between the letters. Okay, I'm learning some graphic design here. Now can you see it's coming together already? Sometimes when I put this ruler at the sides, right, and although I put it right like this for the planners, I put it right near the line so that it's like it's aligned everything. But when you take off the lines, you will notice that it views a bit different. It looks like this S and this P is coming out. So I will always adjust it by eye. Okay, what's important is not what is correct, but what you see. Sometimes what you see is different from what the actual measurements alignment is. So I don't know if I'm making any sense here, but so I'm bringing it in at the moment. So my eye is directing to this, actually, this part. So maybe I should put my P in here. And the S is directing to here. Yep. So I'll just put this S maybe up to here. So it looks better a bit. So everything looks like that planners is not going out of out of the alignment. It looks like, yeah, it looks like it's within the bowl world. Okay, yeah, you don't want the planners to look like it's going out. So that's the reason why I'm bringing all the planners right in. Okay, so so this is what I have in mind for Fran. She doesn't need to take it, okay, because I know a lot of people, I work with many clients that tells me even though I like it like that, they prefer it something else. So it's up to them, you know. At the end of the day, you must like your logo, right? So so please don't be offended if you I'm not going to be offended if you do not take my design, friends. Just this is just exercise for somebody else to see, so that they can also learn how to create their own logo as well. Okay, so I'm not going to stop there, because I think I want to put in a little bit extra to give a little bit of a unique feel to the logo. And what I'll do is maybe I'll create some, maybe a world, some world like graphic in the O itself. So I usually use my brush tool and bring it in here. Let me see. Oops, sorry. Let me have a look. What did she did? How do I do the? Okay. Now I'm not sure whether this will come out correctly or not. My illustration skills are not as great as oops, why is it not working? There you go. It's not as great as Kim's. It's like quite thick. It's quite thick. We'll just put it down a little bit. Oh. Okay. There you go. So it just gives out a little bit of a unique feel to your logo. So and also you want your logo to stay the same, right? So there's different ways. So sometimes when I do my logo, I'll do a square. I'll just group it. I'll usually give two options, because sometimes like letterhead or your website needs a different length. Sometimes you need a horizontal logo, sometimes you need a square logo. So I give myself some options. I'll create myself some options. So I'll create a square box and put this in the square box. Or you don't want the planners, do you? Well, we'll just use it for now, okay? So I'll just align to selection. Where's my alignment? Oh, there you go. All right, so okay, so this could be maybe really low. Yeah. So this is my logo, my square logo, all done. Now I want to create a logo, something like this, horizontal. Okay, so I'll give two options so that it to use for different situations. So I'll just copy this, and we'll just use a different layer. There's no room. All right, so we'll just paste it. Okay, so maybe this time we'll just ungroup it, and then we'll group this wall logo, and I want this logo to be on the straight line. So what I'll do is I'll just make sure that this is sitting on the line. Just putting some guides so I know what I'm doing. Okay. Oh. And then for the wall, because I think it's nicer if it's on the same height. So what I'll do is I'll hold my shift key and just drag it out. And there you go. You can put it together as like close together, but you can still read it because of the boldness of the text. Sort of separates the word itself, so you can actually read. It says bold wool. Maybe I'll space this out a little bit. And maybe a little bit here. Okay. So you can do two ways. I would always suggest to create two types of logo. One is a square logo. You can fit for your Instagram. It's very popular. You can fit for Instagram, for your Pinterest, for any social media, because usually they have a small space for you to fit your logo. But if you're using like Etsy banners, I don't know, your letterhead or your business card, and you want something that is long, this is another way. So, and then you can, and you make sure logos, people, how am I going to say? Some people, they change their logos all the time, okay? And you don't want to do that, because you want to create a brand and you want people to recognize you no matter what you do, no matter where you want to go. So you always want to save it as a JPEG or a PNG or whatever it is, okay? So as a designer, it doesn't have to be me, okay? As a designer, to help you to create your logo and save into different formats for you to use, okay? Maybe a high-res format, a medium format, and a small format, so they can use for different purposes. I usually do that for my customers or my clients. And it could be something like this. All right, as an example. So I'll just bring this over here. Here you go. Okay. Just let me see. Well, I'll just, when I start designing, everything has to be perfect. I'm bad like that, I just can't leave it. That's why sometimes I do spend a long time to design, because sometimes to get things right is not easy. So there are two options here. You can use this for your social media. You can use this for your banners or whatever it is that you want. And I like to keep it like, for my person, you can use colors, okay? Okay, let me just copy this layer. All right. Okay, so you can use colors as well for your logo, but if you're the type of person who gets bored very easily, like myself, and I like to change my colors all the time. It depends on certain like situations. It depends on what different seasons of life. Sometimes I go through red, sometimes I go through blue, sometimes I go through pink. Last 2 years was pink, but now I just felt like blue. So I was thinking, if I don't want to keep changing my logo colors, so I like to put my logo. This is for me personally, okay? I like to keep my logos just black and white, or gray, dark gray, or whatever. Just like a plain color. And what like my accents colors could be changing all the time. Like for Fran, she uses yellow and blue, right? So yellow and blue could be incorporated in her planners, her website colors. You can do that and keep the logo just one color, because you don't know, sometimes what if you want to change to something else. And if you're like me, I'm always changing, I get bored, and I go through different seasons of life. I like to have fresh color, and that's the reason why I did just put my color in just black and white or just dark gray and stuff. So, but if you don't want, you can still use this, like hers is blue and yellow, right? I don't quite like this blue, so I'm just going to change this blue to something else. Maybe, maybe I like this blue. I like this blue a lot. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, just blue, but maybe a little darker. Oh, excuse me, I need to take this call. Hello? Yes, Janice speaking. I'm currently doing a video at the moment, so can you call me another time? Yes, okay. All right then. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Sorry about that. Some people trying to sell me some marketing stuff. Okay. So I like this color. Now, instead of putting like really yellow, I can't really see. That's the reason why I chose a little bit of orange inside the yellow, so I can actually see what I'm, you can actually see the words. So I'm just gonna color this. Oh, just save up here. Silly girl. Okay, so okay, so this is another way you can do your colors. Okay, and for this one as well, I'm just changing the colors of the text as well as the wall. Sorry for the interruption. That wasn't very professional now, is it? But this is live. I get all sorts of calls during the day. It's really annoying. Aish. Okay. So this is how it would look like in color. You don't have to do that. I still prefer the black and white because I think it looks more timeless. It does look fun. All right. So I hope you like this tutorial. A little bit took a little bit long because of the phone call, but I do hope that you have learned something. I hope. Do leave a comments below and just tell me what you think. Hope to talk to you soon, and bye.